Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. And when last we left off, we're looking for Kosotto, and he's right here, walking in our direction. He generally walks at random in this area, and has quite a unique design compared to everyone else we've encountered. Hello, how are you? We're looking for some information. Hopefully you have it with you. There you are. I heard you were looking for me. Indeed we are. You won't believe how many puzzles we had to solve to get here. So Jekos has entrusted me with secret information for you, but I will not tell you unless you do me a favour in return. Why am I not surprised, eh? Well, what can we do for you? For a long time we've been investigating the ritual, so that we're not dependent on the mountain priests. We've come quite far, but we don't have the crucial magic word. We dare not show ourselves in the Miners' Guild, since we have already tried to spy on their ritual. In vain, unfortunately. They have caught us several times. Well, you're just not very good at it. All you need to do is use the alcoves at specific times, and you'll be fine. If you find out the magic word and tell it to me, I will give you the knowledge you need. I swear it to you, on my honour. And he is not joking. He will give us the secrets of metal magic if we find out this word for him. Do you know the magic word? We do know the magic word. We've already gone and spied on them and discovered what it is. If you don't know the magic word, you can say yes and lie, and he'll know you're lying and tell you to go to the Miners' Guild, and if you say no, he'll tell you to go to the Miners' Guild. You need to go all the way back to the mines and find out the word and then head back here. But we've already done that, which means we don't need to backtrack. Yes, we know. Well, what is it? It says, Umajo Danu, kind mother of the earth. That's it. I should have been able to get that myself. Ah well, a promise is a promise. First, thank you for your help. You're welcome. And then I ask that one of you come closer, so I can hand you the scroll and explain it. Tom declares himself ready and goes to Kosotto. He receives a scroll and an extensive explanation. The others all listen carefully, but except for Tom, no one appears to understand it completely. After some time, Kosotto finishes, and somehow Tom makes a weary impression. In any case, an important ingredient for creating the seed has been found. I wish you good luck. Thank you very much. And with that item in our inventory, I think Tom has it. Yep, the metal magic knowledge. It is a vital item, we can't get rid of it. We could also try and read it. A strange mixture of magical sounding gibberish and technical descriptions are written here. The Shakantos would probably know what it means. And I wonder if we can try and read the high knowledge. The records concerning the high knowledge can probably only be understood by true masters of magic. Complicated descriptions and rhymes with intricate verses cover the parchment. They are not useful to read for us, but I'm sure the Shakantos will find them very handy. We could actually leave right now. We have everything that we need from Umajo, but there is a lot of loot here. For instance, a sun dagger and 40.1 gold just lying around for us to grab. We have had a lot of sun daggers, but it's always good to get more. And then there's this energy field over here. This field looks different from any others seen before. That's because this one is beneficial. It will fully heal you if you either manipulate it or walk through it. We'll be coming back to that in a little bit. For now, we're going to look up here just in case. Hello! One solitary plague 3 that we need to deal with, and we're going to use a frost splinter here. There is no real reason to do anything else, and maybe a banished demons. Even though it probably won't work, it will give that little bit more training. And why not, eh? Because we can immediately heal away the health damage that Melthus takes by trying to cast it. And it didn't work. I am not surprised whatsoever. We could actually try using it again, because there's no real harm in doing so. Well, let's actually check to see if there isn't first. That is 60 life points that are being used, and he has only 73. That could end badly. Let's give it a try, shall we? It didn't work, and he is nearly dead, so we're going to have to make sure that we're careful here. A few attacks, and it should be dead. And also it was no longer frozen, so we were quite fortunate that we managed to kill it. And now Melthus is fully healed once more. We could definitely take advantage of this, but I don't think there are many more encounters that we can fight without going into the heavily optional part of this area. The door over here to the northwest of this area leads to the optional content, and there is a lot of loot in there, but there are also... Hello, here's an encounter! there are 6 Storm 3s here. We're definitely going to want to freeze them in place and make sure that they don't do anything, because no, not light healing, we want Frost Avalanche. It is right next to it, but one of them is going to make this encounter a little trivial, and the other will get us killed. I think Banish Demons on the back row here is a good idea, just in case it works. I highly doubt it works, but then again, it is nearly at half proficiency. It might succeed. After all, these enemies are not Animal 3s, they're not going to be too resistant. Or at least I hope they won't be. There's only one way to find out, and that is to see if it will work. And they are frozen in place, even though they are levitating in the air. Such is the nature of a magical storm, given life and apparently a lot of anger. They aren't very happy to see us, that's for sure. 27 damage, and I imagine some of these, that one is gone. And that did work! Aha! We can finally get rid of these by just using a few castings of spells. In fact, we'll just wait for Malthus to deal with the last one here. No reason to attack, as Malthus can just cast one spell and get rid of it. Goodbye! See you never! And then it was gone. And Tom is level 34. The maximum is 50. I don't know if Tom gets a 5th attack at 50, but we may get there, or at least very close to it at some point. We're going to go back to that energy field and get fully healed. There we go. And Tom took a tiny amount of damage, I've no idea where from, and we can rest, which means we want to use recuperation. And now we have all of those spell points back to full, without using any of our potions. We could have rested instead and of using the energy field, but there's no guarantee that we would have got all of the health back. We got all the spell points back, but no, not all the health, so using that is rather important. We want to go over here, and over to this area where we haven't yet been. Up and to the west, to a door that has yet to be opened. All the other doors that I have avoided cannot be opened. Down here, I think there is an area up here that we don't necessarily want to go to. Anything over here? There's a lot of nothing so far. There might be some encounters, but not just yet. We actually want to go this way first, to the south, where there'll be a set of stairs that we can climb. At least there'll be one this way anyway. Is there one here? Or is there one? There's one right here. And a set of stairs over here. I think this is an area we've been before. Yes, it is. But unlike this area that led to the overhead location, this area leads to somewhere with some dangerous foes indeed. A few animals we can take care of. Oh, there's a lot of animals here, and one of them is right next to Drur, which means that Drur may be in some bother. I think a few attacks are most certainly needed here, and some here. We're going to hold off on Malthus right now because we don't know where these enemies will be. Then again, we could just use a Banish Demons here, just in case it does work. And here are some attacks that fortunately were aimed at Tom and didn't kill him, which is handy. And now that they're frozen in place, we can get some much needed practice on Banished Demons. We could be practicing Demon Exodus right now, but Demon Exodus takes quite a lot more spell points, and it will take a lot more effort to get fully to maximum proficiency. And that one is still there, and not surprisingly, this doesn't work. We're going to have to use that quite a few more times, and unlike Thorn Snare, it takes... well, that one is gone, which is handy. I think we're going to focus on taking care of this one right now. A few attacks here, focus there, and one here as well. We are going to use Banished Demons again, just in case it does start working, but I really don't think that it will. And a few attacks here, no critical hits have killed them yet, a lot of attacks aimed in that direction, and not surprisingly, that has failed once more, but it is that much less likely to fail next time. Do we want to use a Frost Avalanche right now? I don't know. It might not work. Or rather, delaying it might not work, because they may unfreeze, and then there's one round where they could absolutely decimate us. You know what? I'm not going to risk it. One more Frost Avalanche. There we go. That will certainly make sure that they don't unfreeze on us in the middle of combat. And the 27 damage isn't so bad. That one won't die. This one might, you never know. And it did die, which is handy. And that one's still alive, and that didn't work. I think it will only work when my spell is at about 3/4 proficiency. And we just advance forward and cleave our way through these animals. There is a significant area that we can explore over here, and I don't know why I went to there when we could have just cast it here. We will do that there. We are up to just over, or maybe just about half proficiency. We have a fair way to go, but we will... Oops, accidentally cast that another time. Ah, well, it will make sure that they don't move, eh? Well, accidents do happen. And you are gone, and you are also gone! Ha-ha! That spell finally works now, which is marvellous. And Dro is level 31, and Syrah is level 33, and Siobhan is level 10, which is all brilliant news, and I think we want to use a Violet Potion or two here. The ability to concentrate has indeed returned, and we'll use another one. And we might as well give Syrah a few of the red ones here to just top that up. Brilliant. Which way can we go? There is only one way we can go, and that is this way, into a hole in the ground. Unfortunately, we have a rope to just make that really easy. And down we... Oh, we are on some kind of spinner. The hole into which Tom and the others have fallen is too high to be able to climb back up with a rope. That is not good. The spinner will just sort of move you in all manner of directions, and I think it is hidden. It indeed is very hidden. And in there is an encounter that we're going to have to take care of. Very carefully. How many animals? The same number of animals as before. But this time around, we should be able to deal with them far better. A banished demons aimed here will take care of quite a few of them, I imagine. And then some attacks focused here will take care of this one. And they moved forward, which is great, and some more damage at Tom. I really need to get that healed. They will stay in place to make sure that they don't run around and try and kill everyone, just in case the attack there of the banished demons before was coincidence, and they actually will resist it this time round. I don't think they will, however. Let's see if that is the case or not. And that one is gone anyway. Goodbye, Animal 3! See you never! And goodbye to you as well. So long! We have no idea where they go. And there goes the third one. Goodbye! And they are on the same level, which means we can get rid of them. There we go. We don't even need to do any attacks whatsoever. Might as well conserve all of that strength of the party, eh? Goodbye! And we will never see those enemies again. I like how the shadow sort of squishes at the bottom as well when they go. That encounter is over. Another 360 experience, and Harriet is now level 28. We need to go and find a lot of things here. There, for instance, is a treasure chest full of loot here. And that is quite a lot of loot. There is a crystal staff here that isn't going to do anything directly, but it will help us solve various puzzles here. A few rations, we might as well grab them. A gold torque that will confer 3 protection. We don't need that, however. I think that most certainly is cursed, but we'll carry it anyway, just in case. A ring with gold, some torches that we don't need, and most importantly, the Ring of the Goddess, which confers 3 protection, and I think does quite a lot of other stuff as well. We'll just pass that over to someone. I wonder who. Maybe Dre can get some use out of it. We'll just give that there and see what it does, shall we? Let's hope it's not cursed. It will be the first item that I've been fooled into equipping as a cursed item. It doesn't do anything, it would seem, apart from the 3 protection, which is not bad. We'll just put that there. 51 protection. That is rather fantastic. And I think that is 4 protection, so we don't need to swap those around. Then again, we might want to give that to Tom, because that 1 extra protection point will make all the difference. We need to clear up an inventory space. There we go. We'll just hand that over here, and you can have that, and we'll give Dre one of the ice rings here. Maybe at some point I'll even use one of them. I'm probably never going to use one of them. There is a flame here, a hot flame. You'll notice that we could manipulate it, and that we could also use an item on it. That is very important. We're going to have to use an item to open this door here. The door won't open, I think, otherwise. Nope, no lock, no latch, and no switch can be seen. The door can only be opened using some hidden mechanism. The colours of the flames are reflected very differently in the door. Red and green tones are very noticeable, but the blue tones cannot be seen at all. The door is probably light sensitive, and that is your hint that you need to do something here with these flames. Who is currently holding on to the... I think Tom may need to hold on to that, and he does have a slot free to do so. You just hold on to that staff there, and we'll solve some puzzles. Here we go, we'll just use the crystal staff here, and now it is green. And now it is blue. This one is green. We don't want it green, we want it blue. And there is one more to change, and it is this one here. There we go, the door is opened. Excellent. We can now move on and get even more loot, or at least find even more encounters for us to fight. After all, every encounter is that little bit more experience for Siobhan. Down this corridor we go. Anything here? There's a lot of flames nearby, probably these ones here. And there's nothing in this room whatsoever. In this area... Ooh, there's a switch though that we can pull. Now, what has that lever done? It's probably connected to one of these rail walls. It probably is, but we haven't figured out which one yet. Anything in here? Well, there's a door we can't open. It cannot be opened with a key. That is very specific. I imagine it might be opened with something else, and we're going to have to go over here to see if we can find the way to open it. Anything in here? Is there a switch? There is a switch, which is good. That hasn't done anything, however. It hasn't certainly opened any area nearby. There is a trash heap over there. Look, the wall has some kind of rail mechanism around the edge. It looks really peculiar. I guess it can be lowered from a lever in the floor. It also has a fireplace. Perhaps the fire energizes the mechanism. I really believe that walls like this can be controlled by the many levers. And there is an enemy encounter nearby. We're going to have to face that. Where is it? Not there. What about here? A pile of loot that has just a small amount of gold in it. And while I remember, it's time to heal people, because Tom has taken quite a few hits, and we don't want him to die. And we also most certainly want to save, because the last thing we want to do is die here. And I did clear out quite a few of the old saves, so that we can have no problems with the large amount of saves crashing the game. Anything in here? The answer is a resounding maybe. There is a pile of loot in this... hello! How are you? A selection of Plague 3s for us to take care of. Let's advance forward and have some attacks aimed there, there, and there. And one Frost Avalanche to make sure that they don't move anywhere. And then we'll try and banish demons, the ones at the very back, while we're attacking this one here. Or maybe you want to hit that one there. First, they won't move, which is very important, because the Plague 3s do hit very hard, and they can deal various status effects that we've been very lucky to avoid up until now. And we're going to continue to avoid them by freezing these enemies where they stand. And that one is gone, and these are also gone! Ha ha! So long, and we'll never see you again. Being able to deal with them with the casting of one spell is quite extraordinary and brilliant. Just wait until we get Demon Exodus to a high level, then we'll be able to get rid of all of them. And 180 experience points are ours indeed. Anything over here? The answer is I think that might be food. It doesn't appear to be anything else, and we'll move this bucket over here. We want to have... Ooh, Harriet is now carrying too much. Let's deal with that, shall we? We'll just move all of these rations over to, for instance, actually I selected 10 there. Wanted to select 10 rather. I accidentally selected 0. And now we're going to see if we can rest, and we can rest, so a recuperation is in order. Oh wait, nobody is tired for some reason. Oh well, we'll rest instead then. That will do just as well. There are a few more encounters that we can find around here, especially if we go and open one of these doors, like this one here that is open. And there is one solitary Plague 3 that we'll take care of. I think we'll just use a Frost Splinter and a few attacks, because let's be honest, we don't need to waste any more spell points on Banished Demons when we know that this one can be taken care of far more effectively. And it is now gone. Brilliant. Anything else in here? There is! There is one solitary animal 3. And I don't know why I moved forward there, because that is a bad idea. But a banished demon may be sufficient to take care of this one. And a few ranged attacks. Let's hope this enemy... Nope, that is a lot of damage, and we're very lucky that Siobhan wasn't knocked unconscious there. Goodbye! You tried your best and it failed miserably. And there is another attack here. One solitary storm 3. We're not going to make the same mistake we did just recently with that animal 3. We're going to freeze that one in place and then take care of it with some melee attacks and maybe a ranged attack or 2 from Harriet. There we go! No lightning for you! Or at least for us, anyway. And now it is gone. Any more enemies in here? The answer is a resounding no. We're looking in particular for anything in here. There is quite a lot in here. There is a jewel, which we'll take, a small selection of gold, which we'll also take, and some rations, which we might as well hold on to. There are also 3 violet potions, really good, and 1 turquoise potion. Might as well grab that as well. Good loot all round. And I think when we come back, folks, we'll continue to explore this area. We do need to open that door somehow, and that is going to involve the various switches that are around in the area. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.